Jermaine Lamar Cole. Bring that here, boy. What's up? Yeah. What it do? Y'all gotta do it with me. Two. Hey man, now look. Today we was reacting to Sorry J. Cole. You're not getting past. You feel me? Feeling like Matumbo, I'm coming with the block. We finna dive straight into it. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
What's poppin', y'all? It seems like a lot of people are trying to run interference for J. Cole, and I'm not allowing it to happen. The J-Fold narrative will continue, and it will continue strong. However, we do gotta add some context, and I will admit, things look different in the light after we have more context. And this came out on The Source, and they were talking about J. Cole was advised, reportedly, by Schoolboy Q to exit the Kendrick Lamar beef.
I feel like, hold on, real quick. Do y'all think that J. Cole can keep up with Kendrick Lamar? I don't think he can, though. Kendrick Lamar is like up there, you know what I'm saying? Not with, If I was to rank him as like A, B, C, D for Kendrick, like Drake, of course, is a rapper. He's been in the game for hellas. But like he's like an A. Drake is like an A. And like Kendrick is like a A minus. You feel me? A plus now, you gotta be on like Michael Jackson type of status to get an A plus from me. Cause like I'm talking about nigga, Michael Jackson, he was known around the world. I mean, Drake is too, and Kendrick is too, but not as much as Michael Jackson, fam. Like Michael Jackson can probably go to a third world country with no phones. You feel me? No phones, no electronics, no Wi-Fi, and they still know who he is, fam. Like in some countries, niggas probably got to search up Drake. What is that? You feel me? They might be talking about a Drake or something. I don't know. But let's get back into it. And Kendrick is like a minus, fam. A minus, but Drake is A. Michael Jackson's an A plus, fam.
They said pretty much it was like live on stage at his Dreamville Fest, a spot where a rapper currently embroiled in beef would get a summer jam moment off. Cole dubbed the diss the lamest stuff I did in my life. So they pretty much said, hey, Schoolboy Q, and they said they saw Schoolboy Q pull J. Cole to the side, and he told him, hey, this is going to get ugly, and he warned him and said, hey, you should probably get out this beef. Schoolboy Q was performing there. Schoolboy Q is TDE. Schoolboy Q has always been cool and close with Kendrick Lamar, so this is feasible. And funny enough, someone who collaborated with J. Cole, I think their song was called Johnny P's Caddy, is none other than Benny the Butcher, and I'm going to give you his take. So we're going to play that clip real quick.
What do you think about Cole in this whole thing? You know,
That's
Cole.
my dog.
Yeah, for real. There you go.
Can see, honestly, you can see how gossipy and everything that this battle's turned into. Do you blame him for not wanting to be a part of this at this moment? Could you blame him? I don't. You know what I mean?
You think he did the right thing?
I probably would have went about it in a different way, but you know, it's like a gossip battle. You know what I mean? It's not like a rap battle. It's like a business, telling each other business type of thing. So I wouldn't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean?
A little messy. It's a little messy now.
Yeah.
So you just heard Benny the Butcher, and he's like, yeah, you know, it got a little ugly. But keep in mind, when they said, or they asked him, he's like, oh, what would you have done? He's like, well, I would have handled differently. That's the most important part. Oh, no, I wouldn't have backed out like J. Cole did. I would have handled it differently. So this whole thing.
Nah, bro, when I seen that, I ain't react to it, but I did see the video. You feel me? I don't gotta always react to it to see the video. Sometimes you scroll down on your timeline and it pop up, bro. Like I tried not to, it came to me. I didn't come to the video. Yo, fam, but basically J. Cole was like, "Oh my God, Kendrick, you're the best rapper ever, man." Like, oh my, like you feel me? Like, come on, bro. He basically threw in the white towel and was like these.
Still, keep in mind, J. Cole entered the arena. He entered the Coliseum and he ran out. He knew what he was getting into. J. Cole is a damn scholar of hip-hop. He's seen how beefs get. What did he think? This was going to be like a little tag, you're it, running around the playground or something like that? Beef was going to be beef. I will say, though, that J. Cole's image looks good in terms of PR, right? Like, they're not calling him a woman beater. They're not saying he likes kids. Nothing crazy's getting stained on J. Cole. But I still have to come to the point, which is he didn't have to bow out the way that he did. Number one, he didn't have to delete the record. Number two, or number 1.5, if he took the record down, he didn't really have to say anything. Number two, he didn't have to say that's the lamest thing I've ever done. He could have just said, yeah, I think I was looking things over. I kind of just want to focus on my own music and not get into any drama. That's something simple that he could have pulled out with. And I think that's one of the main points that I kept making. It's like this guy completely submitted.
Yeah, he did submit, bro. Like, to me, bro, J. Cole bowed down. Like, on an honest opinion, he bowed down and was just like, I don't want any more smoke. Me don't want no more smoke. Me do not want no more smoke. But no, basically, it's like, boom, all right? This is my interpretation of it. It's like you and another team about to get in a fight. Like, it's your homeboy versus the other two homeboys too. Y'all about to fight the other two. Basically, your homeboy, he throwing hooks, jabs, combinations, uppercuts, all of that. And you do this jabbing, you feel me? You jabbing. Well, J. Cole is jabbing. J. Cole is jabbing, right? So soon as like the other team start throwing out haymakers, you left your homeboy and you ran and let your homeboy get jumped, bro. You feel me? Like, and then you dove in the water, fam. And like you dove in the water and you was never seen again. But do I think J. Cole can compete with Kendrick? I'ma say yeah. Like, they both like the same. If this was Dragon Ball Z, for all my anime lovers out there, I feel like they're at the same power level. You feel me? Like, J. Cole isn't above Kendrick, but Kendrick isn't. Kendrick is kinda above him, but like literally by like nanoseconds. Like, if this was track, you running a 200. I love track, by the way, for all my people that don't know. But if you running let's say 100, right? For all my track people, you running like 100, right? Matter of fact, a 40-yard dash. You don't do football. You run a 40-yard dash. Somebody run 40.5, but J. Cole running 40.4. You feel me? Like, he can keep up, but the numbers aren't astronomical. Like, it's not about to be a complete blowout. Like, you feel me? Like a LeBron 3-1 league, he might pull that one off. Nah, I think if Kendrick hit him with a 3-1 league, because he did drop an album called Might Delete Later, fam, and you did throw in a white towel. Like, you basically letting your homeboy get jumped right now. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the beef down below in the comments, too. It ain't my beef. I'm just throwing out my opinion because it ain't my problem, fam. I can sleep peacefully at night, bro. So please don't try to politic with me. I'm not into politics.
Pretty much just pulled his pants down. Like, straight, no homo. But he just completely submitted to Kendrick Lamar and said, hey, this person is above me. That's what the entire play was. You could pull out without doing that. And everyone wants to spin like, yo, you see, J. Cole, we got to show him respect. He was smart to stay out of this. What? Meanwhile, Drake's out here getting allegations tossed on him that are the worst thing you could possibly have. People gonna be yelling A minor and other OVO and other obscenities and lines that Drake does not want associated with him. And he knew that because even in the tailor-made freestyle, he said, oh, this might be an angle that you take. So Drake was prepared for the worst. And he still went in and he fought a good battle. And like I said, if judging by Not Like Us being the last track, or not like the Heart Part 6, if that's the last track, then Drake took the L. Now, it's not an embarrassment, but he just took the L. We still respect Drake more than J. Cole. Like, are you going to tell me you respect J. Cole more than Drake because J. Cole decided to stay out of the beef?
I'm not going to cap because with that beef, bro, it kind of blew me. I listened to what they call it. I swear, bro, I listened to Kendrick diss too. It was hard too, though. Like, I'm not going to lie. Only thing that's going to solve this and declare a winner to me is if one come out with proof of what the other was saying. That's like what's gonna solve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, proof is key. But Drake over here, it became a 1-on-1. So basically in the beginning, it was a 2v2. Boom, after the first fight, now it's a 1v2. Boom, boom, boom. And now this nigga Drake, he fought off the other dudes. They all scattered, they all ran. You feel me? And now it's a 1-on-1. Now mind you, this nigga Drake fought 2, 3, 4 people by himself. You feel me? So he's standing there like a soldier. So that's some war general type of right there. You know what I'm saying? Type of stuff. So he hitting him. Drake is fighting off everybody by himself. He basically like Thanos off of Avengers, bro. And it's not until he started getting weird down, fam. Who won this is still a draw in my opinion. Like the like and diss ratio wise, I swear some of y'all, bro, some of these people, bro, is meat writers, fam. Not y'all, but some people came up to me because they know like I like Drake, but then Kendrick music is cool too. And they was like, oh yeah, man, Drake lost his. Did you see the diss track? No, did you see the likes and the dislikes? I don't care about that. People gonna think what they gonna think, bro. You can't control that, bro. Who cares? So you telling me just because, god dang, the color black got the most votes out of white, that's the best color in the world? No pun intended, bro. No pun intended. No pun intended. I'm just throwing out, analogies, fam, like I always do. Make sure like, comment, subscribe while you at it. But yeah, man. This is a dissecting video, bro. Man, come on.
Instead of going in there, and how bad would it have gotten for J. Cole anyway? Okay, maybe J. Cole doesn't want to. What is Kendrick Lamar gonna come at him crazy? And I'm just not gonna buy this. Like, sure, the story may be true, and most likely I do believe the story to be true. But we're not gonna rewrite history and say J. Cole was right. Contextually, I don't even know how J. Cole would have fit into all of this, because this whole beef was Kendrick going directly at Drake and OVO members catching shots, but that's pretty much just going at Drake as an entity. On the other hand, Drake was going at Rocky, Kendrick, Ross, and I'm not saying
I ain't pretty fluggo, but it get really Rocky. Hey, I had to say it. Toughest bar of all time. No, I'm playing.
Drake was going at Rocky, Kendrick, Ross, and I'm not saying this makes it more difficult for Drake, which it somewhat does.
Future, Metro, Weekend. Like, come on, bro. The names continue, fam. That's 7 right there. Wait, we got Future, Metro, Kendrick, Weekend. Who else he named?
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
And I'm not saying
Hold on, my fault.
Drake was going at Rocky, Kendrick.
ASAP Rocky. Fam, that's 6. 6 people. You waved in a white flag after the second time. The second lap, you had another round to fight. It's supposed to be 3 rounds, fam, at least. You only stuck for 2. And that's the minimum. But I'm not into politics. I'm just saying, that's crazy, fam. I thought that J. Cole, like, when a rap beef first started, if you looked at my earlier video, I thought at that time, J. Cole was going to, like go crazy. Like, we was about to see another side of J. Cole that we didn't see that could boost him up and make him, like, not a better artist per se, but show that he can compete. You feel me? That's like, here I go with the analogies, fam. But that's like Michael Jordan and LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Well, he not on that level. Let's stop right there. He's not on like the greatest of all time level, personally, for me. But it's just showing like once LeBron, because first when LeBron first got in the league, he was in Miami, and like Jordan was all they pretty much solidified. Like he was done with his era, right? It's just showing that I'm not calling Kendrick Lamar Jordan. This is just a comparison, but LeBron like proved himself that he can keep up with Jordan. So if he stuck in the waters, I'm not gonna lie, kind of cooked him a little bit to stir him up at least like one extra time. It could show him, instead of him being a B minus to me, he would have at least got back up to like A rapper, because it's showing that he can compete with the greats like Kendrick.
Drake, Ross, and I'm not saying this makes it more difficult for Drake, which it somewhat does. I am saying that Drake was dissing multiple people, and he's been dissing multiple people on pretty much all of these tracks, whereas Kendrick was just solely focused on Drake. If J. Cole was in the mix, how would this go? Would Kendrick Lamar drop tracks for J. Cole and Drake at the same time? Would he pair them together like they were against him? How would it work? I do think this is funny, though, because the initial narrative that was running was Drake was the one that pushed J. Cole to diss Kendrick Lamar. We don't know if this is true yet. The theory sounded cool because Drake didn't drop anything coming at Kendrick Lamar. At that time, it was just a J. Cole track. And first-person shooter, the more context we're getting about that, it was alleged that Kendrick Lamar was supposed to be on that track. And when he denied being on it, that's when Drake kind of started to take aim at him a little bit more, which makes sense. And then he comes back on Like That. But I'm kind of...
What song was it? It was Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. One thing that I don't like, well, I don't really care because I ain't in the rap industry, so I don't care. But one thing that I don't like, fam, is like if they was all on a track together. Wait, what track was that? Hold on. What on Drake's album? Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Cause I'm not keeping up with the Joneses all the time. You feel me? So if Drake, I thought it was Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. Hold on, bro. Let me catch my drift. It was Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole up on the last album, which was For All the Dogs, right? Did they all have a track together? Okay. I got my words off now. It's cool. So I guess Drake was supposed to be on first shooter mode. I thought Kendrick was on first person shooter mode with J. Cole and Drake. Now I was gonna be like, okay, well you hopped on the song with them and then you dissed them on the next one that don't make sense. But never mind. I had to get my context first. See, I'm not just rambling out the mouth. I'm doing my research.
Glad that J. Cole bowed out because we got to see a beef of the actual top two. J. Cole, doesn't compare to them, and I think it would have gotten a bit too convoluted. So I'm glad for our sake that J. Cole got out of it. But I'm not going to respect that decision. I'm not going to co-sign that decision. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to lambaste that decision and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. I don't see my opinion on that changing. Unless J. Cole picks someone else to go at. But who's he really going to go at that he has problems with? Kanye West? He should. But going at Kanye West, we don't even really look at him like, oh, he's a rapper that's going to battle back and forth. And keep in mind, you saw how Kanye West tried to insert himself into the Like That beef or the Like That record. I don't even know if they wanted him on it. I don't know if
nobody even took that serious, fam. I'm not gonna lie. He did a Like That remix on his Kanye did a Like That remix, fam. And like nobody really kind of took it serious. But you know, Kanye is still a fucking legend, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from him. But nobody took it serious. I don't even think Drake responded.
if Metro Boomin, Future, and these other guys wanted him on it because he kind of just...
Oh yeah, also, I gotta say that, like, I gotta say this. Metro is the best beat creator of all time, fam. Name somebody else.
Insert
better than Pierre Bourne. My bad. Okay, let's get back to it.
Inserted himself. Did Metro Boomin even repost it? The song got taken down everywhere. I wouldn't say leaked it, but it seems like he just did his own thing and put it out like, yo, thanks for tagging me in. Kendrick never mentioned Kanye West, any of that. So it seems like Kanye just pushed himself into this whole situation, and we really didn't care too much. Like, the song was cool, his verse was cool, the original was way better. But we did not need Kanye West on Like That at all. And this is me saying that, and you guys know I love Kanye West music. Now, his decision making, that's entirely different. With that being said, J. Cole still folded. He knew what he was getting into. We're acting like he got dragged into this. J. Cole dissed. He knew what comes with a diss. Now, Schoolboy Q telling him, and think about it like this, any other rapper, just think if Schoolboy Q pulled Drake to the side, maybe not Schoolboy Q, but anybody, and said, yeah, you should really you should pull out of this one. Do you think Drake would actually listen, or would the majority of rappers feel insulted like, wait, hold on, you think I'm not good enough to hack it? You want me to pull out? I feel like most rappers, they'd go even harder after hearing something like that. Yo, who does he think this guy is? That I can't hold up? I don't care what he's got to say. Unless J. Cole is, I don't know, hiding something that would really, really ruin his reputation. And then I would understand. So if J. Cole's got some crazy skeletons in his closet, he's like, yo, if this is aired out, the entire way that people see me would be destroyed. I understand the decision, but then I would still have to say, then why did you get to yapping? You should have just kept it to yourself. You should never beef with anybody if you have that type of background. So still, I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to co-sign this. J. Cole still folded out of this beef. It was an embarrassing moment. And people are going to try to rewrite history, but that's not going to influence me. We're going to need a lot more context and a lot more of an explanation. So just like after the Pusha T beef, Drake sat down with LeBron James at the barbershop or whatever, we're going to need a J. Cole sit down with somebody to get some more context on this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.
Thank y'all for watching, man. Follow your boy on Instagram. Let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments. Does J. Cole get a safe pass? To me, I just wanted to see J. Cole compete, you know what I'm saying, in the NBA. But he was playing in a G League, fam. He didn't make it to the NBA. Let me know y'all personal takes, and thank y'all for watching. Road to 10K. Let's get it, man. Let's go!